Hi guys, come do my makeup with me. This is my go-to soft natural look. I'm not a professional, but this is what works for me. I always start with my skincare. I usually go in with the toner first, but I forgot today, so we're just gonna move past that. So I'm using my serum, and then I go in with my moisturizer. These are both from The Ordinary. Skin prep makes such a difference. Honestly, my makeup just goes on way better when I take my time with it, so I always make sure not to skip this step. Then for primer, I start with the One Size Pore Sucker primer. I only put that on my nose, my upper lip, and my chin, because those are the parts of my face that get the most oily. And then I go in with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, and I put that everywhere else on my face, and just rub that in really well. Next is my brows, and I don't really do much because I like to keep them somewhat natural. All I do is just brush them out, and I actually lay them down with edge control. Don't judge me, but this works the best for me. I've tried so many brow gels and none of them actually keep my eyebrows down, so this is gonna have to do. Let me know if you have some recommendations though. So I just lay the hairs down flat, and then I fill in a little bit of the sparse areas and just make them look a bit more even. So now it's time for foundation, and this is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. I don't even know if this counts as a foundation, but this is what I like to use. I don't use too much, but just enough to even everything out and keep it pretty natural. I don't really like heavy foundation. I'm more of a low to medium coverage kind of person, so this product is basically perfect for me. I apply this with a big, dense brush and then just blend it out super well. Now it's time for blush, and I like to use my Made by Mitchell curve case. This is the deep one. I think it's like the second to last deepest shade, and I use the two pink blushes. I place this pretty high up on my cheeks. I feel like pink blushes look a little better with my skin tone, so this is what I usually go for. I love adding blush. I feel like it just adds some color back into my face and makes everything look a lot more alive. So this is definitely one of my favorite steps. And of course, just make sure this is super blended in to my skin. Now I'm adding a little bit of concealer. This is from One Size, and I like to put it under my eyes, my upper lip, my chin, my nose, a little bit on my forehead, and also like the sides of my nose. Here's the placement. And then I like to blend out opposite of how I put it down, so the concealer stays right under my eyes the longest, and that just gives me a bit more coverage. And to blend, I'm using my Real Techniques concealer brush, and I just blend, blend, blend. Sometimes I like to add a little bit extra right in my inner corner just for a little more coverage. Now I'm gonna set everything with powder. First I go in with the One Size loose powder in the shade Dark Ape, and I set right under my eyes, and everywhere else I put concealer. To try and help out with my smile lines, I put a little powder and puff up my cheeks and set like that. I don't even know if this helps, but let me know if you guys have some tips. And then I use my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I just put that under my eyes just to brighten them out a little. I like my makeup more on the matte side, so I put some powder all over my face. I wanted to talk in this video, but I don't know what it is. No talking in it. Relax. Now I'm adding my favorite bronzer from Fenty Beauty, Mocha Mami. This is my favorite. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I use a dense angled brush and apply it right under my blush, a little on my forehead, and along the perimeters of my face. I also like to put a little right on the tip of my nose. I know there's no like contrast to my face because I just don't know how to use contour, if I'm being so honest, but I will learn. I will learn. Then I just wipe off that extra translucent powder. For powder blush, I'm using the NYX Buttermelt blush. But at what time? These blushes are so pigmented, so I always make sure to just take my time and not put too much. This brush is not doing it for me. No. I literally pick up product and then dust off the extra on my hand and then put it onto my face because I'm a little scared. Then just blend it out super well and make sure it's just cohesive with everything else. Now I'm finishing up with my sprays. I start with the Morphe Continuous Mist Setting Spray to just melt everything together. I like to put a lot of this. Then I use my fixing spray from L'Oreal, and I might have gone a little overboard. Because of these two, my makeup does not move. What's the lip combo? I start by cleaning my lips off really well with a Q-tip. And then I go in with my e.l.f. lip pencil. And I just line my lips. When you're lining your lips, if you're not making funny faces, you're not doing it right. Then I just go in with whatever lip balm or lip gloss I have lying around. Today it was Summer Fridays. Before we finish up, I just fix my hair and do my edges just to complete the look. That's cute. And here is the final look, exactly how I like it. Thanks for doing my makeup with me today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know down below. Okay, bye.